So what is going on, guys? You probably clicked on this video because you're a single guy out there, right? For all my single men out there, you need to understand that we need to normalize, being by yourself, and that, sometimes being single doesn't mean that you're alone, right? And today, I did something different that I haven't done in years, right? And I'm talking about a hike, right? I actually did a nice little hike by myself, right? It was really nice to just kind of unplug, from your daily routine, from just, electronic, social media, and just kind of go out on your own and kind of just take care of the mental and just connect with nature. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to sound like a hippie here, but sometimes you need to get rooted, right, back with, your natural being, right? So I just want to touch on, that recently, I've deleted all my dating apps, and the reason why I did that is because it's a waste of time. And I'm beginning to realize, that time is what we do not have. Time is money, time is precious, and when you're wasting all this time chasing women, bro, that time is time that you can't get back, bro. And it's just really impeding, any personal progress that you want to do in life. You're not really going to achieve those goals that you have set. And personally, right now, right, I don't have the time, bro, to be, going back and forth, messaging, having women flake on you, setting up the dates, investing all this time. Because at the end of the day, you have to invest that time and the energy, bro, right? And it costs money, bro, right? Going on dates and everything, and that's not an issue, right? Splurging, I'm not the kind of guy that's like, oh, I'm a pookie, right? I'm not gonna spend any kind of money on women. You have to spend money at the end of the day. That's not the problem, bro. It's the problem is, you know, the time, the energy, right? That's worth more than money, bro. You can't time is worth more than money, right? And the number one thing is that, time is ticking. And, if you have all these big goals set for yourself, you need to, you need to put your head down and get to work, bro, right? Women are a distraction, right? I love women myself, bro, right? Like, women were my problem. I spent all my 20s chasing women, bro, right? They were my problem. I'm not saying that they're a problem. They were my problem, right? And I'm just telling you guys this, man, right? That you need to focus on yourself, focus on the goals, right? Because nowadays you really don't have that time. And if you do, then I don't know what else to tell you, man, right? Besides the fact that, there's nothing good that's gonna come out of it, bro, right? At the end of the day, these dating apps, they're just they're really not intended even for majority of you guys out there, right? And if I'm telling you guys this, and I would, and I'm not trying to be vain, but I would say that I'm fairly a handsome, attractive guy, and I attract a lot of women, especially on dating apps, bro. I realize that I get more matches, more likes than a lot of you guys ever fucking will in your life, right? And I can show receipts, bro, but I'm not that kind of guy. But I'm just telling you guys, man, if a handsome, attractive guy is telling you this, right? Delete the dating apps, get to work, my guy, then that should probably tell you something, right? That should speak volume. That should speak. It's just, man, right? What I'm telling you guys, I hope that it resonates with some of you guys out there, right? That, I'm focusing more on myself, right? My priorities, my goals that I have set for myself, right? I don't have that kind of time, bro. So at the end of the day, the women are always gonna be there, bro. There's so many women out there, bro. If you have this limited mindset, which I know a lot of you men do, because you never had women in your life, right? So you're just constantly chasing, bro, right? For myself, it's a little bit different. I understand that as well, right? I've already had plenty of women in my life, right? I don't have that, like, that limited mindset, right? I live in this like mindset of abundance, and I know that there's plenty. And once I can accomplish all my stuff, then all right, I can take some time to get back into it. And actually, you don't even got to put in all this time and energy, bro, right? You're just gonna show up, and women are actually gonna be pursuing you, right? That's the end goal, my guy, right? That's not even the end goal, bro. The end goal is about your personal goals, your personal development, right? So I just want to leave you guys kind of with that, man, because today going on this hike, I got some time to reflect and just really just kind of prioritize, my mental, what I plan on, how I plan on approaching these goals, right? And you don't have that time. So number one thing is delete the social. I wouldn't say delete social media, but delete the dating apps, bro. They're a waste of time going back and forth. A lot of women, they're gonna flake on you, and I'm an attractive guy, bro. I'm telling you, some women are gonna flake on you, bro. Even when you have a date set up, oh, last minute they flake, bro. It's a numbers game, right? I understand that, right? Even coming from like a business perspective or even sales, bro, you understand that everything is a numbers game, right? And it is a waste of time, bro. You get nothing out of it but just instant gratification, right? Unless like you're not gonna find an actual great woman on these dating apps, bro, right? Because they actually come from a abundance mindset. They have so many men, so many matches, right? You're just another one. And even if you're an attractive one, you're another attractive fucking one that they have, right? So at the end of the day, bro, stop thinking that you're fucking, the big fish in the pond. 'Cause at the end of the day, there's always someone, better, bigger, stronger, harder, faster than you, with more money, more better looks. At the end of the day, man, just like you need to humble yourself, bro. Just focus on yourself, my guy. So hopefully, if you got anything out of this video, then hopefully you can start taking the right approach, start making changes in your life, and stop being scared of being single, because a lot of us are single by choice, you know. And you need to understand that you're not single, bro. You're not alone, man. Right? Because if you got yourself, bro, at the end of the day, man, none of this matters, bro. I'm out here fucking enjoying my best life, man. So I just want to leave you guys with that. If you got some kind of value, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next vid.